Hi guys, welcome to Bookish Shayla. Today we are going to continue the Build a Page Kit series, and I'm just going to show you different ways that I build page kits. I have many different ways. This one in this video, I'm going to focus on building page kits for my hops coming up in August. I do several different weekly hops. I try to do mixed media mayhem. I don't always get that one done for some reason. It's just one that is kind of hit and miss. I do the Scrap Left Crafternoon every Sunday. I do All About the Mouse. I do Mix It Up Mayhem, Rainbow Crush, Iron Crafters. Is that all? That may be it, but I feel like there's one more. Anyway, but I try to do those throughout the month. So today we are going to build some page kits for me to use during those hops, during those hops. So we're going to start with the first one that I have. Mixed Media Mayhem this month is the first one on August 1st. Is an art inspiration, and we have these beautiful colors and these flowers. So I decided I was going to pull the Pretty Little Studio, because I thought the colors were very similar, and I just kind of feel like the vibe is. I may be crazy, but I have in this, I haven't even opened this. I have the main paper, so let's open it and see if there's something in there that speaks to me. I already see something that makes me think of this piece right off the bat, but let's look at this in case you haven't seen it. This is single-sided paper. Pretty Little Studio prints their very own. They're a small little group, and if I got this from my little scrapbook store, if Michelle still has some, I'll link it down below. But I already saw the piece that's going to make me stop. But I did see these colors just really remind me. Oh, that's cute with the hearts. I love that one. Oh, that's like 3 different pieces of paper put together. That's so cool. Strawberries. This one, because of the flowers and the colors. So this is going to be one of my my starter piece. Now I will say that I will probably pull a sketch to use. In fact, it's going to be the Scrap Squad sketch that comes out on July 31st. I will use that sketch. So you know what? I'm telling a fib. Actually, I'm not telling a fib. I just changed my mind. But I need another one of these papers. Where did I end? This is the first time I'm looking at this paper. I did a quick haul of it, but then I put it away. I need this paper right there, because I know what I am going to use instead of the Scrap Squad sketch that's coming out. I have a sketch from my little scrapbook store. Quit. That paper would so work for. Okay, hold on just a second, because I have a couple other things that I know I'm going to use. This sketch right here that has the starburst behind it, I'm going to use that as the top of the page. Instead of this dot, I'm probably going to cut that, but instead of this dot, I'm going to use these flowers for this. And then it's also going to answer okay, so this is Mixed Media Mayhem. This is my little scrapbook store 52 layout challenge inspiration for July 31st. And there's something, this This is Scrapbook Generations Scrap Squad 52 Weeks Challenge, and week 27 was use half of something on a layout. So I'm going to use half of this paper and half of that paper. So I'm completing 3 challenges, or 2 challenges and a hop with this. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Let me get my paper out of the way and see what else I have in here. I also have, so I'm gonna need some florals, a 4x4 photo. I don't know what my photo is gonna be. That's gonna be later. But I do have some florals in this collection. I also Bramble Fox the, I do the, it's not just the Fox box, it's the premium Fox box maybe, and in it comes paper snips every month, and these colors, this was June's paper snips that came out. These colors I thought really went with it. So I have that. I have these, which are stitches that I could use. I won't be using this though, but I am going to, oh, it looks like I need a film strip. So I can do that. Let's look and see what color film strip I need. I have black if I want to be boring, but let's see if any of these colors will match. Wish I had yellow, but I do not. The 49 and Market film strips are just a little muted. Ooh, what about the Lagoon? That might work. Let's see if there's anything else, because there is also have a pink one. I think I'll put both of those in there. The Lagoon and the pink. The pink is the Blossom. And then, where's my Lagoon? I'm going to put both of those in there because I don't know which color is going to speak to me because I don't have my picture yet. There we go. What else do I have? And by the way, if you've not watched any of my Build a Kit videos, they're kind of long, so I hope you'll bear with me. All right, so I have my paper for these 2 things that also do this and this. I have some florals. I have the film strip. I have some stitching. I still don't know what picture I'm going to use. I'm trying to think. I don't know. But I also every month pull out my Bramble Fox kit from this was August of 2024. So I pull out any that were August of any month that I've had. Now, Summer Shenanigans, that yellow would look really good. What else do I have? Crazy Fun. I have some of those I could use. Take the photo. Love this. I don't really want to do beachy, so I think I'm going to leave these, but I am going to put this in there, and that can be my title, Summer Shenanigans. What else do I have? I also pull my Freckled Fawn from different months of previous years, or of August of the previous year. I don't think this one's going to match. I mean, it kind of does. The blue doesn't, but this seafoam green and this orangey, like 3 of the colors do. For enamel dots. I think I'm going to keep that all together though. I don't really like those colors with this. A little too much purple. And then I have August of 23. Let's see if these would work. Actually, those colors wouldn't be too off. Okay, I'm going to add this in there for some embellishments. I also pull out my, what did I do with it? Oh, my, what you call it? I know, give me a second. My color cast design from any July. Oh, that's July. So where's August? I pulled it out. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I pulled it out. Which these are going to be mostly titles, so I probably won't use it for this. But let's just see what I have in here so I'll know for future if I'm going to be able to use it on any others. You are enough. You are loved. You are special. You are my everything. You are awesome. Captured. Beautiful. Dream big. Yes. You are amazing. Always stay curious, so fun, so happy together, and this view is amazing. Okay, so I'll have to keep those in mind when I'm building other page kits. Then I have just a thing of other stuff that I haven't used yet. So these are all Bramble Fox. This was the July one that I pulled that I hadn't finished using. Don't really think I need that. I actually think, wonder what that's from. I don't know. I actually think I'm good. I think I have enough stuff. Ooh, stunning, but that's not really gonna go. Okay. So let's look what I've got. I don't have any flare. So I do need to pull out some flare. I have acrylics. I don't have wood veneer either. Okay. This is fun. I love making page kits, guys. All right, so let's put all the Paper Studio stuff back in here. I try to keep it all together. I'm trying to decide, do I want and or need flare? I mean, I always want flare. So let's just see what I have in the flare department. So I've left this out so I could see the colors. I don't need books, butterflies and flowers. You know what? That pretty much matches perfectly, doesn't it? Okay, so there's my flare. That was easy. And then wood veneer. Since I didn't do any from the monthly one, let's pull out the other and see if there's just any that I like in it. We have, these are all like summer ones, or not summer ones, but cozy, that's a fall one. Now maybe if I find the right picture, this is the Best of Friends and Summer Shenanigans and the Best of Friends. I could do a layout of my daughter and her best friend. So there we go. I have page kit number 1. I haven't pulled the picture yet. I'm gonna go look, but I won't make you go through that. But I will go find a picture of my daughter and her bestie and finish, put that in here, and it will be done. So at the beginning, I'm going to stop so I can go do that. Before we start making the next kit, I will show you the picture. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I found a picture. I'm going to use this one. This is my daughter and her best friend, and I'm not going to be able to cut it to 4x4, but I'm still going to use this one. And then I realized as I was pulling this that this is for Mixed Media Mayhem, so I should probably have some mixed media on there. So I pulled 2 stencils. This is a, you probably can't see it, stitching stencil from Bramble Fox that came in the premium Fox box in, pretty sure it's the same, June. So again, the premium Fox box, you get the acrylics, a stencil, and the paper snips. So in case you're interested. But I think I'm going to stencil with ink one of these along where those wedges, if there's not already on it. I haven't looked. And if not, then just along where I put the two papers. So I'm going to use that stencil, plus I am going to use down on the bottom where the flower paper is, I am going to use this stencil from Echo Park for some butterflies. It also has little bugs, and little flowers and everything. And I think I'm just probably going to use a white because I don't want it to like really pop. I just want it to be subtle. Okay, so that is my Mixed Media Mayhem for August 1st layout. Now on August 2nd, which is Saturday, I do Stamp and Stencil Savvy. So I have pulled one of my leftovers from July. Again, I am trying something new. Instead of putting everything up at the end of July, I'm creating piles of it. One's in a box, which I'm going to show you later, probably in a different video. And then page kits or collection kits and things I'm just going to keep beside me, and I'm going to try to keep using them. So this is one of my leftover How to Kill a Kit with Style. And in case you don't know, Stamp and Stencil Savvy Hop, we are supposed to use stamps and stencils, and we usually have a prompt. And this month's prompt is to do reverse stamping. Now, I've never done this, and the ladies in the group are having some hard times doing it, but I'm going to attempt it. And this is the kit I'm going to use. This is a very old, close to my heart, called Wanderlust. But basically, reverse stenciling or reverse stamping is when you stamp it on a silicone mat and then you rub it on your paper, and it gives you the opposite, the mirrored image of what the stamp would be. So I'm going to give it a try with this airplane, and maybe these arrows. I don't know. We're going to see how it works. We're going to see. Anyway, so that's my stamp. Stencil. I haven't pulled a stencil yet. I'm probably going to use arrows because I only had one full sheet of pattern paper left from this kit, and it is this that looks like the subway. So I'm probably going to use some arrows along with that stamp. And I have these two pictures actually 3 pictures of my daughter and I on the subway in New York. I don't have a sketch or anything yet, but these are the 3 pictures that I would like to use. I do need to beef this kit up because I don't have anything. I have some stickers. I'll have the stamps, which, yeah, I'm not going to have to reverse stamp the arrows. I'm a dummy because you can turn them, but I'm going to try to reverse stamp the airplane. Even though this is a subway layout, we flew on the airplane to get there. And like I said, I'm not even sure it's going to work, but that's my hope. But let's look at my stencils and see if I have one that would work. Let's see. I'm going to first go to my travel section. This is just a 3-ring binder that I keep my stencils in. I actually have 2 of them because I have too many stencils. Go figure, what do I not have too many of? Okay. This is more for a ship, so I'm not going to use that. Ooh, I could use, let's look at these. I could use this one, but that might be a little much. There's this one, and there's this one that's the world, and then this one that are globes. I think, let's look at, I don't really like any of those. I like this one, but it's going to be too much probably. I think I'll keep it out just in case, but I don't think I'll use it. Then I have, let's go to my shapes, which is where my arrows will be. And let's look there. Okay. Oh, I kind of like this one that has the arrows going in all the different directions. I just kind of feel like that is what a subway is like. Okay, so I'm going to pull those 2 stencils. Okay, now I am going to, well, let's look at this stack of stuff over here, or this box of stuff. It's not a stack. And see if any of this stuff that I need to use will match. Oh, wait, I already know this will match because the purples, remember the purples from this? And then there's this pink. I don't know that there's any green. Where's my paper? It's not really in green, but there's this color and the blue and the purple. So I'm going to pull this in there. I'm going to use the whole thing because I just never know. Sometimes I don't think I'm going to use something and then I do. All right, so I have this. Then these are all more tropical, so not that. There was this, and I don't think any of those would work if I remember. I have this. I could do Happy Travels. I don't really like that though. I have this Go. That would work, and it matches. This is from the May 2024. Go Out. I don't really like that though. So never mind. What's this say? Oh, this is just a blank piece. All right. I don't really like the out. I mean, we did go out because we were in New York. Okay, what else is in here? Not really. Empty baggie. This is all fall stuff. Plant seeds. What does that say? What does that say? Oh, warming? Nope. I mean, we were warm that day, so that's not it. No, stunning, no. Saturday night. Create. Write your own story. Okay, so none of those really go. All right. So I think I'm going to go pull my travel stuff and see what I can come up with. So I'm going to go pull some stuff, see if I can find any that match, and I'll be back. Okay, I pulled some stuff, as you can see. I have this paper snips because I think like the camera would work, the compass would work, the film strip would work, the phone would work. So I have these paper snips. I've liked these so much that I think I've bought them like 3 or 4 times, but I like them. Now I pulled some flair, a couple of flair. I love this, the sights, the sounds, the smells, because that fits the subway so well. And then around town, I could also use. I pulled these tickets. They're like vellum tickets from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. There's some purple, and I don't really have much else that's purple, so I'd like to bring those out. I pulled these stickers from Little Birdie Elements because I thought the words would fit well. Escape, adventure, because traveling on the subway is always kind of an adventure. I pulled out some acrylics because I think my title is going to be Oh the Places. And then I can use the pink or the blue ones of this. And I can use the pink or the white or even the black of this. So I think that is plenty for this one. So let me pick up all the stuff that is not a part of this. Now I'm waiting for the Scrap Squad scrap lift for July 31st to come out, and I'm hoping I can make that work with this. That's my plan. If not, then, sorry, I had to bend down. If not, then I will have to look into my old sketches and stuff. All right, so that is number 2. I'm hoping to get 5 layouts on here, or 5 kits built on this one, but I might have to lower it. We'll see. Okay, so the next thing I have to do is the Scrap Lift Crafternoon for Sunday, August 3rd. I'm not going to show you that because I like for it to be a surprise. But I do think I'm going to pull, I have some kits here that I need to use. They're my kits, my Scrap Room Flavors of the Month kits from previous years that I need to use up. So let's look at them. I need 1 full sheet and then some scraps. So let's see. Not this one because I'm not going to want to cut that. Let's see what I have in here. Meadow flowers. Do I have any? I just have the scraps. I don't have the full sheet, so that one's not going to work. That one's not going to work, so I'm not going to want to cut that. Let's see. Well, I have 1 full sheet, but I do not have enough scraps, and I don't know if any of these are going to work for this reason. I have in here. Ooh, nope, not going to want to cut that full sheet. I'll show, that's the Spectrum Gardenia from 49 a Market, and this is the full sheet that I'm not going to want to cut. I have Travelog. Well, I have 1 full sheet, but not enough scraps. That's my full sheet that I have. Okay, this one might be promising. Let's look here. Okay. Well, there's a full sheet that I could use. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, but I do have a full sheet. And then I have this with that on the back. I have this with that on the back. Plus, I could get this. I could get this and use that. Okay, this one's a possibility. So we're going to put that to the side. Okay, sorry, I heard somebody at the door, so I had to go see what that is. And the last one I have is a Not Just for Boys page kit. I have a tendency to get these in the mail and then put them up and never use them. Anyone else? Anyone else? Show of hands. Anyone else? Show of hands. Raise your hand if you're one of those people. Yeah, so let's see what I have in here. I have, that's not a full sheet, but I could use it for part of it. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, what is that? Fancy Pants. Fancy Pantsy. This paper is from 2012, so I'm guessing I've had this Not Just for Boys Kit Club. I wouldn't want to use that, but I could use the tags. Okay, so there's a background piece I could use. And here's a background piece I could use. So if I have this as my background, which I could get and use this if I needed to. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I could also use this one. So let me look at let me think about this. So I have this one that I could use, which means I could do a boy layout. That's crazy. Quick story. I was scrapbooking at my monthly crop that I go to in person, and my son met me there, or we went to lunch, and he came back and said hi to the ladies because they wanted to meet him. And I was actually working on a layout that he was in it, and they all made comment. They're like, look, she's actually doing a layout of you. So then it was him and his sister. So then later on, I did a layout of just him, and they were like, wow, that's crazy. I was like, yeah, I know. All right, so my question is, what would this kind of picture? This one does not have very much embellishment, so I would have to beef this one up, whereas this one has plenty. The best memories are the ones put together. Summer, 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 and then a flower. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to go, and really the only thing I need to do is pull a picture. So I am going to go find a picture that I can use with this one. And let's see, let me kind of look at the stuff that I have to use. Looks like there's some cell phones, a guitar, some gaming stuff. These are frames, that. Cheers. I think I'm just going to go pull a picture of my son with his fraternity brothers. Yeah, I think I'm going to go do that. So I'm going to go pull a picture, and then I will show it to you as we build the next one. So hold on. Okay, so I found a picture. It is this one. My son's fraternity would go places for their formal, and in 2020, this was before the pandemic, January of 2020, they went to Kansas City for their formal, and this is him and a group of his buddies with their dates touring the Kansas City Chiefs stadium. And I thought that would be perfect because the colors are pretty neutral in the picture, so these colors would work. Plus my ephemera pack had a bunch of had some football stuff in it, so I thought I could add that to it. So there's that one. Now my last one that we're going to do today, I know I said I was going to do 5, but this is going to take me up to a break of hops that I need to do. So on the first Monday of the month, we do All About the Mouse, and this month's inspiration is this wonderful piece here. So what I am going to do is, I had 3, well, first I needed something with Mickey Mouse, pictures with Mickey Mouse. I couldn't find any. We took pictures with Mickey Mouse. My son and daughter and mom and I took pictures with Mickey Mouse on my son's trip. My daughter took pictures. You couldn't take them with them back in 2021, but she was standing in front of them at Epcot. So I know I have Mickey Mouse pictures, and I must have already scrapbooked them for my book and then haven't reprinted them for the kids' books because I couldn't find them. Anyway, with that being said, I went and pulled 3 pictures of eating Mickey Mouse heads. So this one, has the ice cream that's coated with Mickey Mouse. This one, she being my daughter, has a Mickey Mouse ice cream sandwich. And in this one, I'm holding a Mickey Mouse pretzel. So those are going to be my pictures. And then I had 3 kits left up, Disney kits left over from last month that I hadn't put up yet. So they're part of my last month leftover stash. And I'm just going to put all 3 in there because 2 of them do not have very much paper. I have this one from Simple Stories, the Say Cheese 4. It doesn't have very much paper. I also have the Echo Park Magical Adventure 2 that doesn't have very much paper. And then I have this one by Color Play that has a whole bunch of paper, but it doesn't have any embellishments. And I'm just going to put them all 3 in there because right now when I'm making this video, I don't have any of my sketch challenges or scrap lift challenges for August because I'm making this in July. So I'm going to wait and see what sketch or scrap lift I can use for those 3 pictures, but I'm going to use these 3 collections. So that is going to do it for me for my first little bit of hop layouts. That will get me started for the month. I'll do that later. thank you for joining me. If I had some really positive feedback for my Page Kits videos in the last couple of months, so I hope you're enjoying seeing my process. Like I said, I do it different. I don't do it the same way every time. This is the way I do it when I'm building kits for specific hops that I'm in. If you like this video, first, if you make page kits, put down below how you do it, if you do it a certain way, because I'm always looking for ways to do it. I build page kits all the time. Like I said earlier, one, I build them because I like having them on hand when I'm going for crops. Two, I build them because sometimes once school starts, I don't have a whole lot of time to scrap anymore. And so I can come home, pull out a page kit, and it's already put together, and I don't have to think that much after spending a day teaching lovely little children. So leave me a comment below, give me a shout out, and let me know how you do it. But if you do like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.